Hello there, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to crochet an Oreo bag. Here are the materials we'll be needing for this tutorial. We'll need a 6.0mm hook, and then we'll need a darning needle, and then we'll also need an O-ring. This is the medium size of it, a pair, and then we'll need a back charm. This is optional, and then we'll need a back hook, and then we'll need a stitch marker, and also we'll need a t-shirt yarn. 700 gram of yarn is okay for this project, and also we'll need a chain. So let's get started. First thing you are going to do is you leave about 15 inches long of fishing line, and then you place it on your palm like this, and then you are going to take the remaining part of the fishing line and you are going to crisscross like this. After doing that, you are going to take your hook and then you are going to place it and curl up the long fishing line like this. After doing that, you take the long fishing line like this and you make a chain one. After making a chain one, you make 5 more single crochet into this ring. Now this is 5 single crochet. After doing that, you are going to squeeze this particular rope, that is the short one, so that the circle will form. You squeeze it like this. After doing that, you are going to frock this last thing you did carefully, because you are not going to frock everything, and you place your hook and take the short yarn, the one which you just pull, and curl up your yarn like this, and you draw it out. Now you should notice in total there are 1 2 3 4 5 braids. I want to complete this first row, so this is how to close the circle. Now you are going to place your hook on the first braid here, then you are going to take this yarn, curl it up like this, and then here you are going to place your, see I turned my work to the back. You are going to place your hook here and then to the front, then you take your fishing line and you pull like this. So we were done with the first row. Now for the second row, we are going to place our hook into our tick. Now a tick is the single crochet between 2 braids, is called a tick. So we place our hook there, and notice where I'm coming from. I'm coming from in between 2 yarn like this, and then we are going to make a chain one. This chain one serves as a single crochet, and then on that same tick you are going to make another single crochet. Now you go to the next one, you identify the single crochet between each braid, and you are going to place your hook there just like this, and you make a single crochet. You make another single crochet. You repeat the same thing for all the single crochets. This first row sometimes used to look a little bit difficult, but so far you get the understanding of where your tick is. You just have to focus on placing your hook on that place. Now we are in the fourth one. Now we are in the fifth 5th 1st 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 and then this is the 6th one. Now for this last one, you are going to frog your yarn again, and then you are going to curl up the shorter yarn. Then we are going to close the same way we did in row 1. We'll place our hook like this, and then curl it up, and you turn your work and you place your hook like this, so it will look like other braids. So now this is the end of row 2. After the end of the second row, you stop your work and count your braids. Let's count together. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we have total of 12 braids on the second row. Now for the third row, you are going to place your hook on the closest single crochet to your working yarn, and you make a chain 1. Now you go to the next single crochet, make sure you always come out from the center of 2 yarn, and you make 2 single crochet on that space. Remember, this chain 1 counts as a single crochet. Now on the next single crochet, you make 1, and then on the next one you make 2 single crochets on the same stitch. And then on the next one you make 1 single crochet, and then on the next one you make 2 single crochets. Now on the next one you make 1 single crochet, and then on the next one you make 2 single crochets. Then on the next one you make 1 single crochet, and then on this one here you make 2 single crochet. You get the sequence, so you repeat that to the end of the row. Now my last single crochet here, I'm going to make 2 single crochets on the same stitch in order to complement this last one, since the first one was 1 single crochet, which was our chain 1. Now you frog the last work, and then you are going to take your short yarn, you curl it up, and you close the circle just like we always do. Take your yarn like this, turn your work, so this is the end of row 3. Now you stop by and count. We are supposed to have 18 braids. The next row will be an increase of 6, and the next other row will be an increase of 6. That is, each row is an increase of 6. And you go to the next tick. When you place your hook here, you should notice if it's standing alone or it's double. So the one I want to work with here is standing alone. So you make another single crochet on that one, making it 2, and then you go to the next stick and make a single crochet. You make a single crochet again, and then on this one standing alone, you make 2 single crochet on it. And on this one that they are 2 together, you make single crochet on each of them. Don't do a mistake of making 2 single crochet on this one here, on any of this one here, it won't give you a perfect circle. So this is one of the trick of getting a perfect circle done. So the sequence for this row is 2 1 1 2 1 1 and 2 1 1. So you repeat that and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So now we are approaching the ending of this row. So we are going to be making 2 different single crochet to complement the last one. The last one was just double crochet. This is the end of our fourth row. You see how our circle is? The circle is circling. You understand? So if you followed all what I've been saying so far, you're also going to get a perfect circle. Make sure you always stop and count your braids so that you won't make a mistake. So now for row 5, I'm going to be placing my hook here. You notice these two stitches are standing together, so we are not going to be making an increase here. So make a chain 1. This chain 1 counts as 1 single crochet. Make another single crochet. We make another single crochet separately, and then you go to the next one, you make another single crochet separately. And now on the last one here, that is when you make your increase. You make 2 single crochets on it, and then you go to the next one, you make a single crochet, you make a single crochet, and then you go to the next one here, you make a single crochet, and then on the last one here you make an increase. You notice my last one is standing alone here, so it's always on the last single crochet. The last single crochet before the doubled one is where you always make your increase. So you make 2 separate single crochet and another single crochet here, and then you double it here. So the sequence for this row is 3, then an increase, 3, then an increase, 3, then an increase. You repeat that for all the stitches here, and I'll meet you at the end. So I've reached the ending. The ending here, I'm going to be making 2 single crochet on the same stitch, so in order to complement this one here. Okay, I've come to the end of row 5. Now for row 6. Now this is where I'm placing my hook. So I'm going to just make so I always say you make an increase on the single crochet before the increase here. 1 2. Now you continue. That is 2 3 4. So this is 4 single crochet, and then you make an increase. You notice my increase is in the single crochet before the increases in my former row. So now you continue like that. You notice that this row sequence is 4 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and an increase, 4 and increase, 4 and increase. So you do that and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So I'm approaching the ending, so you notice that I'm just making 2 more single crochet after I've increased here. Okay, the last one is always this one. So confirm the number of your braids. So if you follow your math correctly, the number of your braids supposed to be 36. Now I don't really like this hole here, so I'll just show you how I close my hole. Okay. So that's basically how I close my hole. So yeah, I just crisscrossed it and yeah, that's it. Okay, you are going to weave in all these ends. So you are going to be making 2 of this circle, one for the front and one for the back of the bag. So now let's proceed on how to make the bag. So you are going to be marking your circle. First of all, you place your stitch marker in any braid and then you count from that braid 1 2 3 4 5 6. You place your stitch marker there. So this is a guide circle. Yeah. Nearly after your stitch marker, you place your hook on this braid here and you are going to place your yarn and pull through like this, and then you make 14 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. After making your 14 chains, you take your second circle, the wrong side facing you. You are going to be placing your hook. You see how I'm placing it? You are going to be placing your hook on the corresponding side of that second circle. So this is how you are going to be placing your hook, like this. You are going to make a slip stitch. After making your slip stitch, you chain 1. After that, you are going to turn your work. Don't make a mistake of making a slip stitch on the chain in which you used to make a slip stitch, and you make 1 slip stitch on 1 chain and then another slip stitch on another chain, and then you make 10 single crochets. After making 10 single crochets, you make 2 slip stitches. And then on the next braid, you are going to make another slip stitches here. Then you chain 1 and you turn your work. And then you make 2 slip stitches like this. Notice where I'm placing my hook. And then you make 10 single crochet. Then the remaining two chains remaining, you make 2 slip stitches. And for this other circle, this is how you'll be joining to the next chain. You place your hook from like this and you make a slip stitch, and then you chain 1 and you turn your work. You notice that this is the chain you use to make your slip stitches, so don't make a mistake of placing your hook here. So this is where you are going to be starting from. You make 2 slip stitches and then you make 10 single crochets. Now on this 2 chain, you make 2 slip stitches. Now for the joining of this chain, is just the normal slip stitches. You place your hook into the next braid, you make a normal slip stitch and you chain 1 and turn. Now you continue like that. I'm going to do that one more time so that you understand. This is a slip stitch. You make 2 slip stitches. Now for this one here, this is how you are going to be placing your hook from outside to inside, and then you make a slip stitch and you chain 1 and you turn. You make 2 slip stitches and 10 single crochets. So this is how we are going to be continuing our work. We are going to continue this process until you get to the last braid here, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So this is the last row. I'm just going to repeat what I've been doing. Then 2 slip stitches. After that, you cut out this yarn here. Place your yarn to your darning needle and you are going to weave in hands. You repeat the same thing for this other side. So far this is how the back is looking, and now we are going to be making the flap. Now for the flap, you make a slip knot and you make 10 chains. Turn your work like this. We'll be working through the back of the chain only. Now you skip the first chain and you make a single crochet into the second chain. On the second to the last chain, you place your stitch marker. Now on the last chain, you make 3 single crochets. And then you take this one along like this. You place it like this. On the points you placed your stitch marker, you are going to make a single crochet into that place. That is on the second to the last chain stitch, like this. You see how I'm holding the short yarn, I'm taking it along, and then you make another single crochet on each braid. I call these braids. So you make single crochets on each braids. Now you cut out this short yarn here. After that, you make a chain 1 and then you turn your work, and you are going to be making single crochets into all the stitches around. After this row, you cut out your yarn. You are going to take your back lock and then you are going to be placing it on the curved part of the flap. Firstly, I bend this. You can use a plier to bend yours, but it's easy for me to bend, so I just use my hand to bend it. So this is the front and this is the back, and so you place it like this carefully, and you are going to close it. Be careful so everything stays the same angle, stays on the same angle. So you are going to press it tightly. As you can see, it can't come out again unless someone uses his or her hand to open this out. So that's the first step. After doing that, you place your yarn on your darning needle, and you are going to be sewing this into the back. You take the part which you want to be the front. I guess I would love this angle to be the front, so you are going to place this back lock like this, and you are going to position it, and then you are going to fold it like this, and when you fold it on, wherever this place stops, that is when you are going to be sewing your flap to the back. So now I've seen where I'm going to stop, so I'm just going to take it like this and place it just like I'm sewing clothes and sewing clothes. So I'm just going to repeat that process. When you come out, make sure you are coming out from this first line, and then when you are going down, you go outside of the back, like outside of the flap. You can go to the next row and repeat the same thing. So this is how to join the flap when you weave in your ends. You are going to cut 3 pieces of short yarns, just like this. So I have 3 pieces of short yarns. Then you are going to take your plier and place one of it there like this, and you fold it in. This is how I join my bag. I don't like using gums, so like this. Secure it tight in a way the yarn will not be able to come out. You repeat that for the remaining parts. And then you place it in the center of the back, and you are going to be taking one yarn one after the other. Now I'm working with the first one. You call it in, and then this one here, you do the same thing. And you tie. You're just going to make one knot. Then you repeat that for the second one. You tie. Repeat that for the third one. Why I'm saying you should make one knot is after this step, you are going to be placing your flap. So in case there is any necessary adjustment, you do it now. But here I don't have any adjustments. Think so. So now you tie twice. You're just going to be tying. Yeah. Yep. So we have come to the end of the stage. Now proceed to making the handle. Oh god, this bag is fine already. Okay, so for the handles, we are going to be making 17 chains. So after making the 17 chains, on your second chain, you make a single crochet. So we are going to be making 16 single crochets in total. So you do this and I'll meet you at the end. So after you've made 16 single crochets, you chain one and you turn your work. And then on the tick here, you are going to be making another single crochet. So in total you are going to be making another 16 single crochet, but this time you are going to be placing it in the center of each single crochet, like so. And note, when you are coming out, you come out from the center of the two yarns there. So you do this and I'll meet you at the end. So this is the last part. You chain one and turn your work. Now you make a single crochet on the thick. So you are going to be repeating this process on and on, back and forth, and then I'll meet you at the 6th row. This is the first row, this is the 2nd row, this is the 3rd row. So you are going to be doing 3 more times. So this is the end of row 6. So we are going to turn our work like this, and we'll place our hook into this hole here, and then we curl up this yarn and make a chain one. On that same hole you place your hook, and then on the side loop you make a single crochet. You repeat this and I'll meet you at the end of this row. After that you chain one and you cut out your yarn and weave in ends. So after this whole process, we are going to be accessorizing our bag. So you notice where I'm placing my o-ring here. Okay, and you repeat the same thing for the other side. This is not compulsory, it's optional, though the accessories add more beauty to the bag. And we are done. If you want a tutorial on how to line this Oreo bag, do comment in the comment section and I'll make a video on that. I want to be sure if you guys really want it or not. And in case you have any question pertaining this bag, kindly drop them in the comment section and I'll attend to them as soon as I can. And so don't forget to like this video because it took a whole lot of effort to film and to edit. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on beautiful tutorials. Well, after all that has been said, see you next time. Bye.